Well, this is a truly majestic occasion. Two of the best teams in Brazil going head-to-head with local pride on the line. You'd better believe that this will be something special. It is Corinthians versus Sao Paulo, and it's about to kick off. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Once again, Sao Paulo, a city of divided allegiances, a concept in no way alien to the man in our expert seat, Jim.
Well, Peter, I would say that this is without doubt one of the more notable rivalries you will see in the Latin American continent, mainly thanks to the way Brazilian football is structured. Sao Paulo, the most popular supporter club in Brazil, and then you have Corinthians, the club seen as championing the local cause. How appropriate is it then that this is called the Majestic Derby?
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict.
Well, if the pre-game rhetoric is anything to go by, Peter, there's going to be a lot of strong stuff on show here. However it goes, we're in for something special.
Looking for the run. Serginho. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponents alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there, and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And here's Royce. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Opts for safety. Rijkaard. And Robertson.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And here's Royce. They've won a corner.
Corinthians with the corner. They're first.
They've played it short.
Now it's Royce.
Royce finds himself offside. And he's in on goal.
Hakimi gets a foot in here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Throw in. Played back to the goalkeeper. Cannavaro. Cafu. Baresi. Can he get on the end of this? Del Piero has it out wide and in space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
And here's Hullet. He's on it, can he get away? Lovely feet. Now there's a fine ball. And this is Hullet. Oh, well played. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Robertson. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Oh, that's well spotted. Baresi. And the shot! He's got away with one there.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Vieira. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And it's Rijkaard. Vieira. Played out towards the right wing. And the through ball. And this is Vieira. Hoisted it. He run. Goal! Cannavaro. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. Cross needs to be good. Khan deals with that, nice. And the half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Robertson. And it's Iniesta. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Vieri. Can he get it through? And that is a little undercooked. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Hullet. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. And it's Del Piero. He's picked his way through. Del Piero. And this is Royce. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Clipped into space. "60 minutes played." Neymar, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a shade optimistic. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Royce. And it's made its way to him. And he was alert to it. And that has been cleared.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's worked it through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, he's burst through! Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Plays it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Shot at goal! Vieri being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Vieri. Rijkaard. Quality ball. And he was quick to react. Nice bit of trickery. And this is Hullet.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end.
Vieri! Oh, he's hit the bar! Played in. Thuram is there to clear.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance! Deftly away.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Cafu. Vieira. Robertson. And that will be it. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable.
So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Corinthians and Sao Paulo, two teams who have every right to consider themselves Brazilian footballing royalty. And when they clash, sparks tend to fly. Corinthians may hold the edge historically, but if we know one thing about derbies, it's that such history counts for very little. Expectations and decibels both rising. Can he finish?
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
And pull it!
And for a moment, time stood still.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Now it's Del Piero. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Cannavaro. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly.
Cafu hurtling down that right flank.
Lovely feet.
That's good defending in numbers. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Del Piero.
An uncompromising challenge.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And this is Vieri. And the pass is intercepted. Picked out brilliantly. He's had a shot!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Corinthians are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Rijkaard.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And this is Vieri. Tries a measured ball.
Good read, needed to be.
Rijkaard. And this is Vieri. Shapes to shoot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And we have our very first corner. He rises! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Sao Paulo upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
He has found the way through.
Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
And the through ball.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. So what can they conjure from this one? A real opportunity here from a position of great potential.
Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Cafu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Royce gets into a good position. And the shot!
A heavy challenge.
Knocks it into space. And it's Robertson. Knocks it out wide.
And here's Del Piero. He's got away.
The ball.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
And a chance!
Goal! Corinthians!
There is the breakthrough. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Corinthians have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional.
Now it's Batistuta. Now this could be a chance. Neymar
Showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
nicely weighted ball. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Vieri. That has not gone well. Rijkaard. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Turan.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cannavaro. Corinthians looking to pass their way through. And the ball's gone astray. Can he spark a counter here?
And they win it back again.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Corinthians can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
And we're off again.
Corinthians really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
And here's Royce. Threads one in. Royce. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligent. Neymar made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Iniesta.
And they're quick to get it back. Quality ball.
Robertson. Now, what about a counter-attack? Serginho. Rijkaard.
And here's Neymar.
Lovely, now then.
Oh, that was vital.
Robertson. Over to the other side.
Well spotted.
And this is Royce.
Great ball, and he's in here. And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Corinthians find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's found a way through. Played back in.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execute.
Del Piero! Keeper always had the measure of that.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. Sao Paulo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Neymar. And it's Gullit. Royce has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Oh, super find.
And this is Del Piero. It's not an especially good pass, that.
Thuram. No way through there.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Neymar.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Vieri. Rijkaard. And it's Iniesta. And it's Neymar.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's Iniesta! Oh, denied at the last.
Sao Paulo certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
That is good alertness. Rijkaard. Serginho goes steaming forward. Back into the middle. Rijkaard. Oh, this is a great position. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Sao Paulo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Goes for a shot! Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he welcomes it in. Fernando Torres.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Over to the left. Looking to play him in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, cracking ball. Taken back almost at once. Belling. Owen. Crunching tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. 4 extra minutes added on. And this is Owen, and his big chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Vieri. It's played through for him. So much time and space here. Azar. Oh, some tackle that. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Corinthians looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. Corinthians and Sao Paulo, two teams who have every right to consider themselves Brazilian footballing royalty. And when they clash, sparks tend to fly. Corinthians may hold the edge historically, but if we know one thing about derbies, it's that such history counts for very little. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Once again, Sao Paulo, a city of divided allegiances, a concept in no way alien to the man in our expert seat, Jim.
Well, Peter, I would say that this is without doubt one of the more notable rivalries you will see in the Latin American continent. Mainly thanks to the way Brazilian football is structured. Sao Paulo, the most popular supported club in Brazil, and then you have Corinthians, the club seen as championing the local cause. How appropriate is it then that this is called the Majestic Derby?
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down.
Well, having experience of games like this, Peter, getting the balance right between aggression and discipline is always key. Yeah, of course you want to make your presence felt, but not for the wrong reasons. Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And he's there to make the challenge. Knocks it into space. And he shoots! Oh, well played. Exemplary, that. Corinthians with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now it's Royce. Sao Paulo are looking to go forward now. Neymar threads one in. He's had a shot! The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Batistuta. Sao Paulo have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Neymar with the short one. Robertson did well to stay calm there. And now a sudden chance to counter. He can run onto that. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Vieira. Royce. Oh, what a ball! Passes short and sharp. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Sao Paulo finding their passes. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Oh, easy pickings there. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. Deflected behind for a corner kick. It's their second corner of the game. Sao Paulo have the chance to go the other way. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's Hakimi. Nicely weighted ball. Bobs him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Vieri was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's fabulous. And he gets rid in a hurry. Iniesta, and he's in on goal. And the shot! Goal! Sao Paulo! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Sao Paulo penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
He's had it taken off him. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Quality ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Neymar. Oh, look at the space here. And it's Serginho. Cannavaro. Cafu.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Batistuta. And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 11.
So off we go once more.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an...
Chance for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. It's in! They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Corinthians grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Robertson. Royce. Good driving run. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Baresi shows the will to win the ball. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
And it's Batistuta. Pass is just off target. Sao Paulo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Hakimi couldn't squeeze it through. So we've reached the hour mark. And here's Vieri. Who saw this coming? What an enthralling contest, what a wonderful contest. Azar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That is good alertness. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rijkaard, Batistuta.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ah, now can they counter? Ah, it looks a good ball through. And he skips past his man. Vieri's cross. Keeper has taken decisive action. Bullets dominates aerially so often. Oh, that's well spotted. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Vieri. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they're back on the ball again. Turns back here, probably the best option. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, they can break here. Del Piero, he has found the way through. Robertson. Hakimi spots it and intercepts. Now it's Azar. It's a pretty loose pass. Now, can they get him away?
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Royce. And here's Vieri. Shot could be on. Oh, that was vital. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Can he get it through? There's the shot! Goal! Corinthians! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Vieri at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think what we've just seen is further evidence of their resilience and fantastic belief. I mean, they can always come through. Remarkable.
Oh, terrible pass. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Neymar takes a look up.
He's
had a fair tumble under that challenge. Corinthians have their third corner. It's a goal kick. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's intervened well there. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Corinthians have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Vieri claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. The end of the game. Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
Corinthians and Sao Paulo, two teams who have every right to consider themselves Brazilian footballing royalty. And when they clash, sparks tend to fly. Corinthians may hold the edge historically, but if we know one thing about derbies, it's that such history counts for very little. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Another day, another derby. The Paulistas simply cannot get enough of this. So I wonder, what does our derby specialist make of it all?
Well, Peter, I would say that this is without doubt one of...
Del Piero!
An early chance, their first of the game. Corinthians with the corner, their first. Royce with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's on Del Piero! Corner number 2 then. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Sao Paulo have the chance to go the other way.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Now, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
That's a throw. Serginho. Corinthians are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Cannavaro. Cafu. And it's Cannavaro. Baresi. Robertson going full steam ahead down the left flank. Looking for options for movement. Hangs in a cross. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. Serginho.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Batistuta. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Still goalless. Cannavaro. Baresi. Now, can they get him away? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rijkaard. Hakimi. Quality ball. A heavy challenge. Cafu. Looking to play him in. Very nicely. It's Vieri! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
So, third quarter of the game. Royce goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Played out wide. And the through ball. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. He's picked his way through, and it's Iniesta. He's away! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Del Piero. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Royce.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's a goal kick. Hakimi.
Corinthians really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Hullet. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Baresi. Robertson. Baresi. Here's Vieira. Now it's Royce. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Robertson. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He has a look up. Cleared without hesitation.
aplicados 2 minutos de
And
acréscimo.
it's Vieira. Opts for safety. Baresi. Shifted it to the flank. Great vision. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Corinthians go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Corinthians really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Played into space. Sao Paulo upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Oh, he's going to be disappointed. That's rather hopeful. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, you can't blame him for trying, but that looked a little forced.
Cafu. Now it's Royce. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the counter is on. Still just a single goal between the sides.
And that's put paid to a promising... Could be danger here! Cannavaro. And it's Iniesta.
Now it's Batistuta.
Gullit. He came in hard, very hard. Iniesta. Oh, it's a great ball here.
And that has been clubbed away.
What a throw in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Sao Paulo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
Gullit!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Gullit. That's tidy. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Iniesta. Chance! And he's found the net! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Cannavaro has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Del Piero. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Closing in on goal. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Neymar. And it's Gullit. Well, what about it? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. Tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Now it's Batistuta.
Neymar. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Nicely weighted ball. He's found the way through. He's found some space. And the finish! Goal! Corinthians! Into the lead once more. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think this team shows great willpower and a wonderful never-say-die attitude. No other outfit can match them. They just keep going. Superb. Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. And this is Owen. Great ball, and he's in. And the shot! In he goes again! And the lead stays intact, just.
Hazard clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Pullet plays it short.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now he's got space here. Bellingham. And it's played forward. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Sao Paulo really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, that's neat. And it's made its way to him. And the number on the board is 3. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped. Takes me back.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, this is a truly majestic occasion. Two of the best teams in Brazil going head-to-head with local pride on the line. You'd better believe that this will be something special. It is Corinthians versus Sao Paulo, and it's about to kick off. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Once again, Sao Paulo, a city of divided allegiances, a concept in no way alien to the man in our expert seat, Jim.
Great chance! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Corinthians penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but...
Goes for a shot! Oh, it's gone in! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry.
Wonderful from Del Piero! Oh, that is a bit special.
Oh, that was breathtaking. He'll never hit another as well in his whole career.
Corinthians take the lead. Cafu takes control of it and he's on the move. Knocks it into space. And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, that was vital. And we have our very first corner. Neymar plays it short. Very nicely done. Neymar. And there's the header! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Iniesta. Pullet receives it in a wide position. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Robertson. Corinthians ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. That is a great pick out. And this is Pullet. Hangs it, up he goes! And he's found the net! It's level again! What a match we have!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Quite a thriller this one's become. Tries a shot! Goal! Sao Paulo! And the comeback is complete. Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Sao Paulo go into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's good running with the ball. Great ball if he can get there. In comes the corner. It's their second corner of the game. And he shoots! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Nicely shaped ball. And the through ball. Good take, and it's... Oh, shooting chance! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Serginho. Iniesta. Pull it. Oh, this is a very good run.
There they go, hunting again.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
That's good play, and he's gone backward here. Cafu. Vieri is someone with real dynamite in his boots. He's picked his way through. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Tries to play it through. Robertson. Rijkaard. And this is... And the shot! Vieri! Amazing! A finish of great intelligence. He just... And we hit half-time. Corinthians come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. It has been end-to-end here, a glut of goals and just one between them. More excitement seems certain. So we're just settling back into this second half.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Baresi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Neymar. Looking for a runner. Cafu gets into a good position. Cafu, oh, what a climb! And that should get the job done. Neymar. Thuram cuts out the pass. And here's Hullet. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Vieri. He's got away. Shot at goal! They are queuing up to have a go here.
Corinthians really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Keeper has taken decisive action. That is lovely. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Corinthians with another corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. That's very neat. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely worked. Khan attempts a clearance. He's gone for goal. Gave it a go, but off target.
Sao Paulo certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That pass has been well intercepted.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Vieira conjures time and space where few can.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Cannavaro.
Khan sends that a long way.
Now it's Vieri. That's been slipped through. Robertson.
And he welcomes it in. He can get that clear. Royce.
Serginho. It's a pretty loose pass.
Cafu was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
No, he's just misjudged that one.
So, oh, give it away. And that's going to be a goal kick.
Now it's Hullet.
And he's there to make the challenge.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Real chance! There's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they...
Shoots! Goal! Sao Paulo! Back where they want to be! That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. Sao Paulo clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's having a shot!
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Camisa 27, camisa 2, camisa 3.
And that is...
And the shot! And yes, it's there! And Surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike.
Sao Paulo take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Great vision. And this is Azar, and he's managed to get free. Azar!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Neymar
Foram indicados
into
4
a minimum
minutos de
of 4
acréscimo.
minutes additional time. Baresi. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's found support out wide. Great defending, strong and determined. Batistuta. Oh, it's Batistuta. He has found a way through. And this is Hullet. Can he finish? Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Well, he had time to...
And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And the referee brings it to a close. Corinthians pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, this is a truly majestic occasion. Two of the best teams in Brazil going head-to-head with local pride on the line. You'd better believe that this will be something special. It is Corinthians versus Sao Paulo, and it's about to kick off. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Once again, Sao Paulo, a city of divided allegiances, a concept in no way alien to the man in our expert seat, Jim.
Well, Peter, I would say that this is without doubt one of the more notable rivalries you will see in the Latin American continent. Mainly thanks to the way Brazilian football is structured. Sao Paulo, the most popular supported club in Brazil, and then you have Corinthians, the club seen as championing the local...
It's Neymar! And the counter is on.
He's in plenty of space here, and he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through, and that is masterful defending. Hakimi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a promising position.
He's come in hard.
Sao Paulo with the corner, there first.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Royce.
Corner it is. And he's taking no chances there. Now it's Royce. Vieira.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. Corinthians, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Vieira. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. And that's a...
Owen!
Goal! Sao Paulo!
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Sao Paulo penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Corinthians are behind here, despite their domination of possession. And he was quick to react. Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press. Tries to play it through.
Vieri looking to get on the end of this.
Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Corinthians have a free kick.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now, can they get it back?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, it's come loose!
Here comes the corner.
Corinthians have their second corner now.
Vieira!
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And he's opted for the long pass. Pull it. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, nicely intercepted. Cannavaro. Baresi.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Closing in on goal. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Pullet can be a real threat inside the box. Pullet. And he's gone backward here. Royce. Now it's Vieri. Probing pass.
Good ball over the top.
It's Vieri! Looked to surprise the keeper, but missed the target.
Well, he was sure he was going to pull that off.
Corinthians have their third corner. Royce goes short. And the finish! Oh, it's come off the upright. Iniesta wins the duel this time. Sao Paulo are looking to go forward now. He is through here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Cannavaro. Neymar. Can he spark a counter here? Great vision. Owen.
And he's on his way! Batistuta! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Neymar is flagged offside. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Hakimi.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Robertson. Now that looks a decent ball.
Del Piero.
Oh, that was vital.
He's got away.
Nice control. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Oh, smashing header! There's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Vieri. It's a pretty loose pass. Sao Paulo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And that has been cleared.
Del Piero. Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Referee's given a throw. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get it through? Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough.
It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And this could turn out to be one big kick of the ball
To turn a deficit into a lead. And they've turned it round. As close to a certainty as can be.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Corinthians take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Sao Paulo really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Del Piero is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him.
Oh, super ball.
And a chance! Alessandro Del Piero, another ice-cool goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Corinthians take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Corinthians get their fourth corner. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent.
And Batistuta! And he's found the net! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Sao Paulo get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Neymar looking for the run. Batistuta has it out wide and in space. And this is Owen.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? That's just playing it safe and simple.
Searching pass he's played there. And they've got rid. Out to the right. Corinthians are looking to break at pace. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
And the referee brings it to a close.
Corinthians have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Vieri claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Corinthians really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality.
Well, this is a truly majestic occasion. Two of the best teams in Brazil going head-to-head with local pride on the line. You'd better believe that this will be something special. It is Corinthians versus Sao Paulo, and it's about to kick off. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Another day, another derby. The Paulistas simply cannot get enough of this. So I wonder, what does our derby specialist make of it all?
Well, Peter, I would say that this is without doubt one of the more notable rivalries you will see in the Latin American continent. Mainly thanks to the way Brazilian football is structured. Sao Paulo...
Can he finish? And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Corinthians penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Baresi has good pressing, squeezing the play. And that has left him in a heap. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good alertness. And he he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. They've won a corner. And we have our very first corner. Great vision. Robertson. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for options for movement. Iniesta. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And this is Batistuta. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Neymar thinks about the shot, and the finish! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Corinthians are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And this is Owen. And this is Neymar. Oh, he's been caught napping. Hakimi just loves to go forward whenever he can. Vieira. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Royce unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Vieri. Vieri! Oh, taken with style. 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got...
Neymar! That was travelling. Looking to play him in with the challenge. Iniesta. And it's Owen. Nicely weighted ball. He could be in here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Corinthians looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Corinthians presented with a golden opportunity here. Khan, in the context of the game, he must save it. Oh, it's fallen kindly here.
Corinthians have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Batistuta. Pull it. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Neymar taking charge of the dead ball. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. He's found a way through. Hakimi. Cross from Hakimi.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
And here's Hullet. He's being urged to shoot. And this is Iniesta.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Corinthians really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Corinthians ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hullet. Now it's Del Piero. Threads one in. Good ball, good take. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Tries to play it through. Batistuta. And a chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. Corinthians. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope.
Cannavaro has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Sao Paulo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Iniesta. And here's Batistuta. And this is Neymar. And this is Batistuta. Big header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Iniesta really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
There's the shot! There's a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 11.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
A real chance to break.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Corinthians suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness or...
Chance! goal! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Corinthians go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Hakimi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Royce. Foot in. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And he was quick to react. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Del Piero. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Robertson. Sao Paulo needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And it's... oh, what a... goes for a shot! We've got a goal! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest.
Tries a shot!
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Played out wide. Looking for a corner. Corinthians have their second corner now. Royce plays it short. That's good play. That's the throw. Del Piero. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Royce is eyeing up his options in the middle. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, that's fabulous. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Del Piero. Now it's Royce. Played in by Robertson. And he gets rid in a hurry. Neymar. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And the referee brings it to a close. Corinthians proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Royce picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Corinthians really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.